right, so I am going to brag about all of the things that happened. First of all, I am an Italian citizen, and I really wait for that moment in which I can do my vaccine, because a lot of people in Italy already got their vaccine, at least one shot, and a lot of people are willing to commit to this, and I really felt in my heart that this is a thing to do, because I want to continue to contribute to the society, and continue to work, continue to be like, normal, and work normal, and do all of my things as a normal person. I just didn't want it to stop because of COVID. I didn't want it to stop because of the things that happened in this past 2 years. As you already know, I lost several members of my family, my friends, and also some friends worldwide due to COVID. So from one side it's hard, and from another side I understand that I have to move on, and my mom also will get vaccinated, and my stepdad too. So they are working on it and getting their appointment right now back in Italy. Let's get back to business. So once again, I'm Italian and I'm in India. Both of the doctors said to me that I want to go for it right now, because there is a Delta variant, and it's it's spreading very fast. So there might be a possibility that I will get it just like that. So they said to me that Covishield would be okay, as I'm in India, and if I want to go back to Italy, they will probably not take me. Don't make me enter into the country without at least one shot done of any vaccine. So as Pfizer and Moderna is not available in India, my doctor said that Covishield is the only answer for my health. Okay, remember I have the background of the health history, etc., which it's only mine, so it applies to me, doesn't apply to anyone else. You have to go to the doctor once again. Once you register on the website, what you have to do is obviously book your appointment. The site will give you free options, and it will give you the Covaxin, Covishield, and Sputnik, and several of them are for free, but I preferred to pay. So I said that I want the hospital nearby, because obviously the site will give you the possibilities of hospitals, etc. So you choose the hospital which is nearby, and choose one of the possibilities. Like I took Covishield, and I choose to pay. Obviously I prefer to pay for the things that I use. This is only my personal choice and doesn't apply to anyone else. Please do as much as you can. If you can do it for free, please do it. It's not that I want to push someone to pay for anything or etc. It's just your personal choice between you and your doctor and your possibilities. Once you register on the site, and once you get the message with the booking, you will get the secret number, which you will have to screenshot and use it while you come to the hospital. So my hospital was a Nanavati hospital, and it was a private hospital, and there was literally no crowd when I came. So I took a very morning slot, the first morning slot possible. It was from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. so I could just literally come in between those 2 hours and just register in person. So I taken all of my documents, and I went there at 9 a.m. I was like literally precisely there. Everyone was very, very nice with me, and they actually indicated me the road to the registration. The registration was on the second floor downstairs. So I went there. I wrote the registration on like a piece of huge paper. Obviously, I took the number. I have it still. It's 49, I think, my lucky number from now. So well, I registered, and then one of the people who actually registered me, I don't know if you see that, but hi, because he recognized me. So from one queue I went to another queue, and I paid for my dose with my card, because I prefer to have everything on written and everything via bank transaction. After that, I had to go upstairs to another part of the hospital, as I understood that, and there was like wide door on which were written like vaccination, and you just enter there, you sit for a second, and obviously they ask you have you eaten? What have you eaten? Please eat well before the vaccine. Please eat well before the vaccine. Very, very important. Don't be like an asshole like me, because I've had only one apple and a protein shake, because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat after that. So don't make that mistake. Just eat properly. Next, I want you to have a bottle of water with you, and I will explain you why. Because you have to be like super hydrated all of the day, starting from the moment in which you just like exit after the vaccine. So yes, they asked me for all of the things that I've eaten, have I drank, the like water, etc. One thing, I had a coffee before the coffee shot before the vaccine, like half an hour before. I was like ready because we Italians, we just love the coffee, so I couldn't do it without it. I didn't have the courage. Yeah, I was pussing out at that point. I'm sorry to say that, not sorry to say that, but whenever you are like fearing, because this is something new for me and I haven't been vaccinated since I was a child, so whenever you are a kiddo, you just don't understand, and whenever you are an adult, you just fear things for a reason or another. So I prefer to just have a shot of coffee and say yes for Italy, like Italian team won, and a lot of Italian guys are just doing great. Why I cannot do great, in my life as well, where I cannot be so powerful. So that just gave me like like a hint. Once the doctors in one room asked me about all of the things, I went to another room. And in another room, there was like partitions and like 5 different doctors, the nurses, which once again asked me, have I eaten, what I've eaten, do I have water, etc. After that, the very, very nice lady, she showed me the vaccine. Okay, she showed me the vaccine, the ampulla. I don't know how to say it in English. And she showed me that everything is like literally disposable and new, and she opened everything in front of me, and she was in the gloves, so she also sanitized my hand. So I was like very, very very nicely surprised, because the evidence was clean, and I've seen on the stories on other profiles of other influencers that some doctors and some nurses didn't had the gloves on, and that just horrified me, and that was just something that I was just afraid of, because I am a freak when it comes to cleanness. I am a freak, especially if it comes to me. So I am very particular, you know. I've donated the blood for so many years in Italy. So for me, a doctor or a nurse who touches you without the gloves, for me, is just like, no, just don't touch me. Okay, so this is the part in which I am telling you all the truth of the vaccination as per my personal experience. So the nurse, after she showed me all the things, she just taken a vaccine inside the spritz in front of me, okay, showed me that she is not playing, okay, and I usually look straight whenever the needle goes inside my body, and she just hit me somewhere here. I don't even know, it doesn't look anything here, like she just inserted the needle, done everything in like seconds, and then just said, okay, thank you. So after standing up, I didn't felt bad, I felt normal. I went outside and they put me in another room, waiting room for half an hour, just to understand if there will be any backlash from vaccine, etc. So I read some articles, and apparently the heavy things, heavy backlashes, heavy side effects comes in the first half an hour to 2 hours. So that's why of half an hour of sitting and just waiting, maybe something happened. So for me, it was just like a weird situation when I sat down after 5 minutes and I was like feeling pukish, but I didn't puke, nothing happened. And then I just stood up and continued my normal life, let's just say. I went to the shop, I shopped obviously with mask and everything, very clean, sanitized my hands thousands of times, and I went home and I felt that I felt a little bit weak. So what I've done is just I took a proper shower yet once again, because I took a shower before going to the hospital. Obviously clean a clean t-shirt, because I wanted it to be a t-shirt, not a shirt, because a t-shirt you just can do like that and you're ready to go. In the shirt you have to do a lot of stuff, so just have a t-shirt, clean t-shirt, right? And at max you can just have a bandage if you see that there is some blood going out of the wound. Okay, last but not least, I felt a little bit sick, like weak and a little bit feverish. I ate properly and then I just went to sleep. I slept for like 4 hours straight, and I woke up, I ate again, and I went to sleep again, and I slept another 12 hours. So I woke up the next day and I was good to go. Nothing else happened to me, like literally nothing else happened to me. So that was that. So I was obviously fearing a lot of things that might happen to me because of my health history, sorry, but nothing happened. And I'm very happy that I've done it, and I'm waiting forward to do the second shot, because if I can help myself and help others and help a whole the country to reopen and all the world to move on from all of these things that's happening right now, well, why not? From the small parts, obviously, if you want to pay for a vaccine, it will be like around 800 bucks, 800 rupees, which is like more or less 10 euros. It's not a huge amount, but still it's an amount. So if you don't feel confident, you can ask for a free vaccine shot and everything will be okay. Okay, so that was my short story of the first shot, and I hope that I explained everything. Obviously, everything that I said here is just my personal experience. You might experience something else, that depends just on you. But one thing, please don't fear, and please get vaccinated as soon so we can all soon get out of there and just party, and don't fear that someone after the party will just go in ICU. Okay, so kisses. Bye.